All right, I'd like to welcome my next guest. He goes by the moniker, the Boogeyman, Blessing Awodibu. Welcome to my couch.
Absolutely, thank you, Dave. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, being interviewed by yourself. You're a legend, and such a blessing to be here, man. Thank you.
Now, I just saw your new rap video you have out.
That's right.
Redcon 1.
I hope you like it.
Did you write that rap video?
Redcon came out with that, you know, and like, you know, they told me the concept, the idea, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is gonna be a hit. Let's do it.
Can you sing?
I don't know. Do you watch the video? Did you
I didn't know if you were lip syncing or not. Now, Blessing, a lot of guys might not know who you are. You were born in Africa.
That's right.
You moved and lived most of your life in Dublin,
Ireland. That's where I grew up.
And you just turned pro this past year, winning the Arnold Amateur in Europe, correct?
That's right.
All right, and you were second at the World Championships.
Yeah, I came second in the World Champion, and I took the pro cards because it's always been my dream to be part of the pro league. You know, even though the pro league, they tried to keep me in the federation, but I told them, you know, I have a dream to be on that Olympic stage one day. So being in the pro elite will not get me there, and then the only way there is to be part of their pro league. So,
how old are you now?
I'm not 27.
You're a young guy. You're a new IFBB Pro. You seem to have a lot of personality. You have a very big YouTube following. I know that's one of the reasons Aaron Singerman brought you on board with Redcon.
That's right.
You're doing a lot of creative stuff over there. How's it been moving from Ireland, the cold winters of Ireland, to now living in Boca Raton or in the Florida area?
Yeah, man, Boca has been different. You know, Ireland is like really cold, and you get the rain every time, even in summer. And I was in Boca there with Redcon 1 for 3 weeks. They flew me over just to see if I liked the place. Right. And to be honest, I fell in love with that little town.
Yeah.
And we got Flex right there. We got the Dragon Lair. You know, amazing people, amazing gym. So it's just a perfect place for me to be.
Now, what do you do out there? Like, what do you do for Redcon? I know you do a lot of creative stuff, like videos and promotional stuff. But on a regular basis, living now in Florida, like what's a day in the life of Blessing like?
I think it's gonna be a lot of content. You know, Redcon, they love, you know, that fun stuff.
Are you in the office every day?
No, I'm not in the office.
Okay, all right.
I just train and make content for them, and yeah, I think it's gonna be great. And I was there for 3 weeks. I haven't moved over yet. Right. First week of January, that's the plan to move over, and I think it's gonna be a fun time.
So you're gonna officially be moving in January.
Officially moving.
Now, where did the nickname the Boogeyman come from? That's what I want to know.
I mean, last year I was off the stage for 2 years just to improve my physique after I won the Arnold Classic Junior. You know, for me, stepping onto the men's open or super heavyweight,
right?
I needed that time to put on the mask to improve the physique. So I was away for 2 years, and I started making videos earlier last year before I step on stage. And people always notice that that's the side of me that people see. People don't think I take bodybuilding serious. You know what I mean? So people knew me as the clown guy on the Instagram. You know what I mean? So came back onto the stage after I needed something. I needed a name, a stage name. You know, something interesting, something scary. You know, opposite to what people see on social media. You know, which is the comedy and the clowning stuff. And I was watching one of my favorite movies, which is John Wick. And then, you know, John Wick's the guy they sent to kill the Boogeyman in the movie. So I just thought Boogeyman is a great name, you know. And I think it's going to be amazing for the IFBB Pro League one day when I get up there and Boogeyman doing all the damage. You know?
You got Kai Green the Predator. You're one up above the Predator. You're the Boogeyman.
I'm the Boogeyman.
Scares the Predator, right?
That's right. So none of these guys can sleep on me, right? They gotta stay awake all night because the Boogeyman don't play and I don't sleep. And I don't mess around with bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding, and my goal is to take over the industry, and I will. You know what I mean? I've got the best coach coaching me right now. I'm signed by one of the best company in the game, Redcon 1. So I've got the support that I needed to be one of the best. So I think it's going to be an amazing few years.
Well, you're living the dream now because you're making a nice salary for yourself. You live in a nice warm climate, right?
That's right.
You know, when you were growing up, obviously, as a young guy, did you ever envision being a professional bodybuilder? Was that something that was in your wheelhouse, or did that come along later in life?
Yeah, I come along later. You know, growing up, you know, moving from Africa to Nigeria. You know, Africa is not easy, and my family just wanted to give me a better future.
Right, was that tough leaving your parents and stuff like that and going to Ireland?
I was really young, you know. I'm like, I don't know, I can't even remember. You know, it was, for me, it was easy.
Who were you living with when you went to Ireland?
I got 5 brothers, so the oldest in the family was living in Ireland.
Who was
back
there?
then. My brother.
Oh, your brother was there.
My brother is the oldest in the family, so he settled down in Ireland.
Right.
So we moved over from I moved from Nigeria with my another brother to Ireland to live with him. You know, so that's where bodybuilding started.
But that had to be tough leaving your parents. Come on, as a young kid.
I know, yeah. I don't know. It was kind of. I don't know. It was kind of easy. You know, it wasn't. I left very young, and right now, when people ask me, "Do you miss your parent?" You know, it's like when you grew up, you know, without them, but you get used to it.
Yeah, but do you feel like abandoned at all? Like when you know your parents send you to another country, even though it's for the betterment of yourself.
I never think of it as being an abandon.
Right.
You know, because I know what's like in Africa. You know, growing up is not easy, especially if you have a goal or a dream to achieve greatness.
Right.
Living in Africa is very tough.
Was it dangerous there?
I mean, some parts. You know, not all the area. You know, some parts can be very dangerous and some parts can be very dirty. You know what I mean?
What's your relationship with your parents now? Now that you're
oh, it's great. We talk like every day.
Are they still in Africa?
They're in Africa, and I'm planning to go back home next year.
Right.
You know, and
are they proud of you? Obviously, you know
yeah,
you're
you're
a quasi celebrity now. You know.
Yeah, they watch my videos online. They watch me on YouTube, Instagram. That makes them very happy. You know.
Right. Was that personality that you come out with on Instagram and on YouTube? Was that something that you saw early on in your parents, or did that just come from within you?
Yeah, that just came out, and that's always been part of me. I always love making people laugh. Even when I'm training the gym with my friends, I'm always messing about. Even though I'm training hard, I'm always playing about, you know. And I posted one video online. My first video I think it was around April last year, and it went viral. People love it. I would start getting a lot of DMs about how I make them so happy, how I change their daily life.
What was the video about? Tell the people.
It was the first one was like transformation. It was my videographer. It was really skinny, right? And it looked really funny when he picked up the weight. So I told him to pick up a weight and eat some pre-workout, and then we're gonna cut it, and then it's gonna turn into me. So we did, and it went viral.
I saw the video. It was good, yeah.
You know, so I kept it up because, and as well, you know, I wanna add something different to bodybuilding. You know, a lot of people out there, you know, they view bodybuilders being very aggressive, unapproachable, and I do agree with them because a lot of bodybuilders can be very aggressive. I mean, they look intimidating, and on social media, I think we need to show the fun part of the sport. You know, so I'm trying to have that to the sport. I'm trying to like show the younger generation that you can pick up this sport. It's fun. It's a great lifestyle. You can do it and have fun as well. You know, so I'm trying to add a comedy into the sport.
What did you weigh at the last show that you competed at on stage?
My last show last year probably weighed about 108 kilos.
What's that?
That's kg probably to, I don't know, 230.
Okay, so what are you looking to step on stage at as a pro for your first show?
255.
Wow.
Yeah.
What will be your pro debut?
Again, we haven't picked a pro debut. We haven't picked a pro show yet. That's depend on the coach.
Will it be in 2019?
Could be, and you know the thing with Neil, working with Neil is like Neil like to take his time.
Right.
You know, and he doesn't like to rush stuff.
Right.
And he believes in me that I've got good potential. I believe in myself that I've got good potential. With timing, I think I can do a lot of damage. So he's trying to take that time, and when I do step on stage, it's gonna be a light out.
You look like you got a lot of freaky muscle in that body. Let me see a double bicep pose there.
Double biceps.
Look at those arms. That's a real arm too.
They're gonna get bigger. They're gonna get bigger. Trust me. As soon as I move to Boca, it's gonna be a different story.
Did you always have big arms?
I don't think they're big, but they're always
pretty
okay.
big.
They're
pretty big.
okay.
They're pretty big. I got used to it. They're pretty big.
You know.
How is you know, in terms of now that you're making money, how has your life changed in the sense, you know, now that you can afford the things you want, you can get the foods you want, the supplements. Has a lot of things transformed in the last couple of years for you?
Only last year when things started to change for me, you know, when you know, my video were getting out there and again a lot of followers, and it was only the last year that I was able to, because I was working as a security officer,
right?
So it was only the last year that I was able to step away. It's always my dream to be a full-time bodybuilder,
right?
Pro bodybuilder.
Now you are,
and now I am, and it's like a dream come true, you know. I'm doing what I love, you know. I'm traveling the world, and you know, I'm inspiring a lot of younger generation who look up to me, which is great, and it's also a blessing.
Right.
And yeah, it's
but how has your life changed? What on a daily basis do you do the same things you were doing before, or have you actually been able to do things maybe you weren't able to do before that?
So go again. What?
How has your life changed on a daily basis? Like, do you do things now that you weren't able to do because you couldn't afford it?
Like now it's like, you know, like traveling and having so much time in my hand that I can do what I always wanted to do. Yeah.
it's fun to have like that, you know, that financial strain removed.
Yeah, it is great to not have to worry about, you know, am I going to pay the bills without not working?
Sure.
And it's great, and you know, social media is great. You know, if used right, it can change your life.
What's your following now, like on Instagram? And
to 1.2 million.
1.2 million. Unbelievable. And you haven't done a single pro show. Imagine
I haven't done a pro show yet. I mean, I probably still haven't cracked into the bodybuilding mainstream. Most of my followers are like just normal daily people who love to laugh. Who just love fun stuff. You know what I mean?
You ever think about like getting into like Hollywood commercials, movies, stuff like that?
I mean, my biggest inspiration is mentor is Arnold. You know, and I'm trying to follow that road and through being myself. You know what I mean? Arnold's a great inspiration to me, and I believe you can do anything you want, anything you put your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So I want to go beyond the bodybuilder.
Right.
You know,
I think you should be in the WWE. Is where you should be.
Yeah, I've got the.
I'll make a phone call for you to Triple H. She's a client of mine. In 2 seconds, they'll get you in there, and
I'll do it. I won't turn it down.
I can
I'll go for it.
WWE World Champion. I think this guy, right?
I think I'll be people's champ. You know what? You know, and when I do step on stage as well, it won't take long before I'm start taking that people's champ's belt. So you tell Ronnie Winkler to watch his back. There's gonna be a new people's champ in town. That's gonna be me.
Give me a couple poses. Take us out. Take us out on the Blessing Awodibu here. This is the first of many interviews to come. Hopefully, we're going to get some ones. Arnold Classic champ and Mr. Olympia champ.
Hell yeah! Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you,
right, man. Good luck.
Absolute pleasure.
Great talking to you, man.